We are under the bright lights tonight as MLB Network welcomes you to this presentation of Major League Baseball. Opening night here in this brand new season between the Colorado Rockies and the San Francisco Giants. Two great hitters lead their teams to battle next on MLB Network. And that'll bring up the speedy outfielder David Dahl. And we are set for baseball
for
here.
Colorado, right fielder David Dahl.
And a swing and a miss for strike one, as that's how this new season of baseball will get underway. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. Weather not much of an issue tonight. A mild 65 degrees here at game time. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1. 2 balls and a strike. Here it is. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
Well, that changeup right there sets up a lot of things. Now the count's 2-2. He can come back in with a fastball. It's going to look like it's moving a little bit better. Or he can go back to that changeup.
Another try at 2-2. And here's a ball hit in the air. Crawford into shallow left. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
Second baseman.
Digging in, DJ LeMahieu, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Just off the inside part of the plate. It's 3-1.
Hey.
3-2. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Batting third.
Here's Nolan Arenado. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. And that one stayed too low apparently. Just underway here in San Francisco. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0.
Now with the 2-0 count and the power at the plate, it could be fireworks time. This is the kind of count he makes his money in.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. From the windup, the 3-0 pitch. And we'll have the first base runner of the ball game here as that misses, and it's a 2-out walk.
Batting fourth.
And that brings in the power hitting shortstop Trevor Story. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. A dive, and he knocks it down. And not really much of a chance to recover there as he'll reach first on what undoubtedly will be scored as an infield single.
Charlie Blackmon.
A little bouncer, but that one rolls foul. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Maybe too much break on the slider. 2-1.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
It's a big at bat right here, Matt. You have to get to him early in the game.
A swing and a miss. That retires. Alan Hansen the next to bat. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Left fielder Alan Hansen.
Here's a slider that's inside. 1-0. 1-0 pitch on the way. 1-0 pitch is a slider, swung on and missed. 1-1. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
Now a mid-90s fastball is no joke, and that's proof right there. He threw it right by him.
Hit down the line at first, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. He'll try again. 1-2. this is hit the other way out toward left field. Parra moves over, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Here's Mookie Betts.
Right fielder, Mookie Betts.
There's a shot out to right center field. Legs churning, he's headed for second. Arms pumping, he's hustling for third. And he's in there at third with a one-out triple. Coming to the plate now, Brandon Crawford. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Oh, might not have been where he was hoping to put that pitch, but he somehow gets a swing on it anyway. Strike one. 1-1. One out and a runner on third. Line toward the alley in left center. And there's a base hit as the run will score from third, and the Giants break out on top here 1-0. And he is in there. Here's Buster Posey now.
Batting fourth, catcher, Buster
First delivery to him on the way. A fastball here as they'll take a look at ball one. 1-0.
That's that controversial pitch right there. It's in the zone, should be called a strike by the book, but it's not a strike in baseball, not in the big leagues anyway.
Pretty adamant about working him inside right now. Back-to-back.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second. It's a 2-0 ball game. Now batting, Brandon Belt. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and one away. Back up the middle. And Belt is aboard. It's a base hit. Into the box, Evan Longoria. Another first inning RBI opportunity for him here. First pitch coming, here it is. Way in front of a great slider that time.
Well, he's in a bit of hot water in this first inning, but if he can start throwing his slider effectively like that.
Hold on now, that ball is down and could score a run. Posey rounds third and is digging for the plate. Digging in, Joe Panic. He could really open this lead.
Joe Panic.
They'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball one.
The intent with that changeup away was one thing and one thing only. Get a double play ball.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. One run is scored. And they'll put the brakes on the runner at third, so the bases will remain loaded here with still only one away. Gorkys Hernandez comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0.
To me, it looks like he just doesn't trust himself out there on the mound. It's like he's fighting his body on every pitch, and as a result, we're seeing a lot of balls from him early on in this game.
Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. Working for the punch out and the offering. Takes this the other way to right, and that's in there, base hit, and that'll bring home another as they open it up to a 4-0 advantage now. Stepping into the box, Johnny Cueto, and a big hit here with the bases loaded could really put this one out of reach early on, and he'll make the catch on the run as he reaches down to Spirit for the second out, and there will be no attempt to score here as the bases stay loaded with two gone now. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Alan Henson will stand in for the second time as he watches one miss low. It's a ball and no strikes.
Hey, this is one of those pivotal moments in the game. Look, they've already had a nice start to this inning offensively, and now you have a chance to really break it open. But if you're on the defensive side, this is where you got to shut it down and give yourself a chance to stay in this game.
That's in there. Base hit. One run scores. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Mookie Betts. He smacked a triple and later scored his first time around. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Story scoops it up onto first, and it's in time as they're finally. In is Gerardo Parra, and his guys have quite a hill to climb. Down 5-0 here in the early going.
Gerardo
Fly ball heading for the alley. And he's going to kick off the second with extra bases. Parra around second. He's heading for third. And he'll make it into third base with a leadoff triple. Here's Cargo,
Batting
Carlos
seven.
Gonzalez.
Center fielder, number 5, Carlos
Here comes
Gonzalez.
the first pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike one. 0-1 count, and the pitch. Drilled on the ground to short. Crawford fields it cleanly. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score. Here's the catcher now, Chris Iannetta. Base is empty in front of him with one away following the RBI ground out. This one for Crawford at short. Throw on to first, 2 gone. So striding forward now, John Gray. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Gray.
Into the windup and the pitch. Grounded to the right. Backhanded. Belt will take this one himself, and that ends the inning. Ready for another chance? Brandon Crawford. He'll
Leading
get us
off with a
going here
try.
in the bottom half of the second.
The shortstop, Brandon
Hit hard on the
Crawford.
ground to second. And that gets on by. And Crawford's aboard to lead off with a single. So the leadoff man is aboard to start out the inning. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Buster Posey, looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat. Takes a knee-high fastball. 0-1, here it comes. Hit the other way out toward right field. Waiting on it is Dahl. Makes the play, one away. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. And this will prove to be a heads-up play at first as he tags up and moves into scoring position now. A man at second with one down. And standing in now, the left-handed hitting first baseman, Brandon Belt. Hit out toward second. LeMahieu's got it. Throw in time at first for out number 2. In is the third baseman, Evan Longoria. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. And he runs it in on him and gets him to swing through it for strike one.
That fastball right there will humble you. He threw it right by him. So now what do? You spread out, you use your hands, and try to be.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made. Digging in for his second at-bat, David Dahl. He'll lead it off against Johnny Cueto. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that one stayed up a little high. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
Well, that's good hitting. You know why? Because he's looking for one specific pitch. Those pitches are close. It looks like to us he's laying off them, but they're not what he wants, so he didn't swing.
And here's a fastball for a strike. 2-1 now. Line down the left field line. But this is foul near the seats. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. To short. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Slapped hard the opposite way, but he'll barely have to move out there and right as he hauls this one in for the second out. Standing in, Nolan Arenado drew a base on balls his first time up. And this is taken outside for ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Soft liner towards short. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Here's Joe Panik. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
Second baseman, Joe.
Drilled to first. And he is out on the tag. Digging in to try it again, Jorge Hernandez. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat.
Ball 1. He's certainly giving up plenty of hits in this one, but the funny thing is he hasn't walked anyone yet. That tells me he's throwing strikes, but he's just not throwing enough quality strikes.
Swing and a miss for strike 1. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2. Ready on 1-2. And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first. Oh, and he misses it. Here he comes again, 1-2. Again, he sends it out of play. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
The pitcher, number 49.
Riding in once again, Johnny Cueto. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike one anyway.
Well, Matt, if I use the cliche, it's not how you start, how you finish, it would apply right now. A couple innings ago, he had a rough inning. Didn't look good. But now he's starting to settle in a little bit better. He may be able to get through this thing.
Alan Hansen the next to bat. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game from the stretch. And he'll try to hold up on the pitch inside, but to no avail, and that's the first strike. From the stretch. A late swing on the slider, and quickly it's 0-2. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. And we'll have to leave it there as this is. Now at the plate. Trevor Story.
Shortstop, Trevor Story.
First pitch on its way. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw to first in time. One gone here in the fourth. Now at the plate, Charlie Blackmon comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Missed low and inside with it, 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner.
He's looking really great on the bump right now. I mean, it's been a while since he's allowed a base runner, and he just jumped ahead of another hitter right there.
And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first two are retired here to begin inning number 4. Gerardo Parra is in with 2 away as he takes a ball, 1-0.
Boy, they've been just getting shut down right here. Been a while since they've even had a runner on. So I think it's time to start looking for ways to make some things happen. Drop a bunt, get up on the plate, something.
Here's Carlos Gonzalez. He's 0 for 1 thus far. He's set. Here it comes. And the changeup is way low that time. 1-0 pitch on the way. Line towards center field. But this will not get down quickly enough as it's pulled in out. Here's Mookie Betts. 1 for 2 with a triple so far in this one.
Right fielder, number 52.
And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
That's a great check swing. That's tough to hold up on that pitch. It looks like a fastball, and the slider just breaks away from you.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Dahl racing back. He tracks it down. A nice running play, and there's one away. Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford. He doubled earlier and carries a 2 for 2 line into this appearance. Now a check swing, but it's strike one anyway, says the home plate umpire. That's lifted the other way out to left. Parra is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2.
Now batting,
ready once again, Buster Posey. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Liner towards second, but right there is the second baseman, and that will. Now in the box, Chris Iannetta. He'll start things out as we begin the 5th.
Catcher, number 8.
Into the windup and the pitch.
Iannetta.
Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. And the pitch. And here's the ball lifted high into foul ground down the right field line. Betts is over near the stands as he makes the catch for the first out. Stepping in, John Gray. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. And this one's tapped foul at home plate.
Well, he fouled that breaking ball off a little bit early. Timing not quite there. Had a fastball to pitch before. He just got out in front of that breaking ball.
Popped up. Belt able to pull this one in for out number 2. And that'll bring up the speedy outfielder David Dahl. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. And this is on the outside corner for strike 1.
Well, that's 2 quick outs, and he's got a low pitch count. Really being aggressive in the zone has forced him to swing the bats. He's economically low in that pitch count. He's got a chance to go deep in the game.
Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. And the third baseman will have a look at it, but this is back into the seats.
Matt, I like the last 2 pitches. A changeup and then a fastball, and he's late with the swing on the fastball right there. You got him in between right now, and that's an advantage to the pitcher.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3. DJ LeMahieu would be next. He got him. Lively fastball that time. Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far.
First baseman, Brandon.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Parra waits on it, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. In is the third baseman, Evan Longoria. A hit in 2 tries so far. And that's by him. It's 0-1.
Matt, he's throwing a lot of strikes. Very impressive, right? We just saw swing and miss. But he may be even more effective if every now and then he throws a ball that's out of the zone, because they know he's in the zone. They're being really aggressive. If they have to think a little bit, might not be a strike. It might be good for him.
Swinging a ball hit on the ground onto first, and very quickly 2 are gone in the home fifth.
The second baseman,
ready for another shot now. Joe Panik. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Swing and a liner. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Ready for another shot now. DJ LeMahieu 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Into the windup and the pitch. In tight at 93, ball 1. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a flare hit toward right. Betts over to his left. 1 away. Here's Nolan Arenado. Comes in. This at bat over
Nolan Arenado.
First pitch of the at bat. And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike 1.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with. I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there. You're down 0-2. You're in protect mode. You want to chase that ball. Nice layoff.
Line drive to center field, and that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances. And that brings in the power hitting shortstop Trevor Story. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. First pitch here misses wide. 1-0. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Hernandez sprinting after it, but he can't get there, and it bounces over the wall. It's a ground rule double.
First baseman, number 19.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now, and he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far. Now some action out in the Giants bullpen as they'll have both a left-hander and a right-hander get loose. Slapped hard the opposite way. Oh, and a fine play there as he ranges back to put this one away. Not an easy play by any means, and there are 2 gone. And the run's going to score as they inch back a bit closer. It's now a 5-2 ball game. Now time is called, and this could very well be to buy a few more pitches for those relievers. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Gerardo Parra is at the plate as he looks at ball one. 1-0 count. Here it is. And this one's too far inside ball two.
Tough situation for him right here. I mean, he's got an open base, so he doesn't have to give in to this guy, but there's definitely danger looming on deck, so you can't just completely work around him either.
Tough slider down low for a strike. Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. The runner scores from second, and they inch a little bit closer. It's now a 5-3 ball game. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Carlos Gonzalez. He's got an RBI despite an 0-for-2 effort to this point. He'll start him with a fastball down and in for a ball. 1-0. Now for Parra, a good start as he's got his first double of the year here on opening night. That's inside. 2-0. Nope. 3-0. Chris Iannetta would be next. He's set. Here's the 3-0. Now a check swing here, and no swing, says the home plate umpire. Not even an appeal. It's ball four.
Chris Iannetta.
First pitch of the at-bat. Chris Iannetta is the batter now as he looks at a ball 1-0.
You know, he's about at the point right now where I figure one more base runner, and that might be the end of the line for this guy.
And this ball runs away for ball two. 2-1.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
Waved at and missed for the third out. Not digging in once again. Gorky Hernandez. 1-for-2 on his line so far in the game.
Gorky Hernandez.
First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
I think this is an important inning for him. He just had a couple runs given to him, and now it's his job to show the guys I appreciate it by shutting them down.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And another foul ball. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he misses there. 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out.
The pitcher, number 49.
Ready once again, Johnny Cueto, hitting in his own turn with his guys up by 2 in inning number 6. Pablo Sandoval will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning.
Sandoval.
Sent on the ground out to second. Gloved by LeMahieu. Throw on to first is in time to get Sandoval, and there are 2 gone now.
The batter,
Alan Hansen the next to bat. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. This one's flared out toward left. Parra coming in. He's there to track it down, and that'll end. Tony Watson is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 33.
Ready for another chance? John Gray, third trip to the plate for him here tonight. Brendan Rodgers is up off the bench as he'll pinch hit here to start inning. And now the Giants are going to get a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low.
Not a great spot to be in right here, 2-0, but I'm not so sure why he's pitching this guy so cautiously. A bottom of the order guy you don't normally see getting pitched like this.
Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. In there, and it's full 3-2. He's set, and the payoff pitch. Swing and a line drive, but foul. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Neither guy giving in. Here's the next one. And a good take there as they'll have a leadoff man aboard to start the 7th. It's ball 4.
Now batting. Right
and
fielder.
that'll bring up the speedy outfielder David Dahl. No hits in 3 tries so far. He struck out once. Throw to second, and they get him. So the sacrifice attempt is unsuccessful here. But they won't get 2 as he beats the relay to first. First delivery to him on the way. DJ LeMahieu is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit. Here's the 1-1. Wouldn't bite on a good sinker that time that missed. 3 runs, 6 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for the Rockies so far. And Dan, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
Nolan Arenado is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. The 1-0 delivery. And the changeup is way low that time.
On 2-0, you can bet he's looking for a fastball that he can turn on and drive. Might be thinking about picking on that big hole between first and second.
And the pitch on 2-1. Inside for a ball as he falls behind to him here, 3-1.
Well, this has been a long inning already, and I know he doesn't want it to get any longer. I expect a challenge pitch right here. Full count with 2 outs now, so if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run because the runner at first will be in motion.
Oh, and he breaks, and they've got him picked off. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And he doesn't want him to get off to a big lead out there at second, so he steps off to look him back. 3 runs, 6 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for the Rockies so far. And now he'll step off and raise his hand towards second, but he'll just hold on to it. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. The next 3-2. Another one sent foul.
Well, that's 3 foul balls in a row. He's definitely battling up there.
Another full count pitch home. And he struck him out, so he was forced to make. Scott Ober is out from the bullpen.
Colorado.
Digging in to try it again. Mookie Betts. He'll match up with a new pitcher to begin their half of the 7th. Way behind that pitch. It's 0-1.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
And a good throw gets him 1 gone.
Number 35. Brandon
First pitch coming. Here it is. Brandon Crawford is at the plate as he watches ball 1. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Late that time for a strike. Oh, I think his eyes lit up when he saw that pitch coming up at his eye level.
Oh, you think? If you've got a good fastball like he does, that location can be really effective. It looks so tempting to the hitter, but making contact on that pitch can be very tough.
Number 28.
Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Buster Posey is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike. Grounded to third. Arenado's got it. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Now batting, Trevor Story. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. First pitch of the at-bat. Too low, 1-0. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
Oh, that was a good job of spoiling a good pitch right there. 2-strike breaking ball right on the corner, and he was able to foul it off.
Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Story. is retired, and there's one away.
The first baseman.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now. 0 for 2 with a run batted in for him thus far. Here's a high pop-up. Calling for it, Longoria. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Digging in and looking for more, Gerardo Parra. And he'll complete the cycle if he can blast one over the wall here. And he takes ball 1. Just a tick behind for a strike.
Well, that is a good pitch. A sinker down with that kind of movement, it is really hard to hit. No wonder he swung and missed.
Takes a knee-high fastball. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, and that. Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt. He'll see what he can do leading off the home 8. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Gonzalez racing back at the track, but he can't get there, and it bounces over the wall. It's a ground rule double.
Third baseman,
Evan Longoria is at the plate now, and he's quickly behind 0-1. Well, for Belt, a good start as he's got his first double of the year here on opening night. And that's in there. Base hit. And he is out, retreating to second as they slap the tag on him. Here's Joe Panik. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Pulled toward right center field. And Gonzalez will put this one away for route number 2. Striding in once again, Gorkys Hernandez. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat. Oh, and he just blows the fastball by him for strike 1. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fouled back. Another 0-2 coming. On the ground up the middle. Played on the backhand. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error. Here's Carlos Gonzalez. He's got an RBI despite an 0 for 2 effort to this point.
Carlos Gonzalez.
9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. Ready with the 0-1. Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike 2. 0-2, here it comes. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. He'll throw down to first, 1 away. Here's the catcher now, Chris Iannetta. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Ray Montoya answers the call from dugout as he'll try to record the final 2 outs of this one. And it looks now like a right-hander's getting hot in the Giants bullpen. The pitch. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
Standing in now, the pitcher, Scott Over. Ryan McMahon will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here. A fastball here, and this is softly hit and fouled off to the left. Here's a breaking ball outside, and now it's even 1-1. And this is fouled at the plate. And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning.
Now that's that old school slider right there, trying to get in on his hands. We see that with a cutter a lot, but the sliders are great.
Colorado, good night. Well, the lineup was clicking for him in this contest, and the man you see there was a major contributor. For that, he's the top player of the game.
Hey, he was one of a few guys that really swung the bat well in this game with a pair of base hits. He helped propel his team to a hard-fought win.
5 runs, 12 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. For the Rockies, 3 runs, 6 hits, 1 error. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 1 minute. Tonight's paid attendance, 41,503. The Giants thank you for attending tonight's game at AT&T Park and remind you to please buckle up and drive home safely. Good night.